Going from a large and heavy camera bag to a small, lightweight everyday carry bag was the right move for me. But what about no bag at all? What about just leaving your home with your camera and nothing else? If that sounds like an interesting idea, then this video is for you. Hi, my name is Jorge, welcome. On this channel we merge creativity and productivity to try to live a more fulfilling life. In a previous video we talked about my photography everyday carry, the camera bag and all the things that I bring with me when I'm taking photos. Things like the camera bag that I use, a test print of my photo book in case people ask me why did I took a photo of them, and I can show them my work and potentially disarm them as well. A disposable film camera just in case because you never know, and other small accessories as well. You can watch that video right here. To me, that is a pretty small setup. Very lightweight and compact, and it helps me reduce friction and just go out there and take photos. But what if we minimize it even further? After all, this is all you need. This is everything that I really need to take photographs. Well, maybe add a strap or two, and my AirPods too, but you get the idea. Let's get started. There's different cameras and different bags for different situations, and not all advice applies to every single situation out there. For example, it's really hard to be a minimalist when traveling overseas. I need my MacBook to edit these videos and edit my photos in Lightroom with a properly calibrated display. So if I want to print these images in the future, then there's no extra work required. And not just the MacBook itself, but the dongles and the portable drives and all the things that I need to complete my workflow. It's a real hassle, but what can I do? Then there's the scaled down version of that, maybe a short trip or just a day trip where you don't need a laptop or you don't need an iPad. And that is where my setup shines. The smallest Peak Design messenger bag is ideal. I can carry my camera, maybe carry an extra lens, all the other things like my smartphone, my wallet, my AirPods so I can listen to audiobooks or podcasts while I'm out and about exploring, etc. But what if you just bring one camera and that's it? Granted, all the other things that you need, like your keys and your smartphone and your wallet and your AirPods, but in terms of camera equipment, what if you just bring one camera and one lens, and that's it? I've been using the X-Pro1 frequently for the past 5 months or so, and honestly I think this is the camera that most people need, whether they're starting out their journey or starting to take their craft more seriously. As long as you enjoy the rangefinder style viewfinder and the placement of the viewfinder, then this is a pretty solid choice. I've tried other lenses and I enjoy those too, but I settled on the 23mm f2 lens. And that showed me that committing to a focal length really frees you to actually just take photographs. So, on one hand, we can say that it has incredible image quality, with an organic film-like look, flexibility with the files and the color profile so you can manipulate them and customize them as well. It's a bit slower than most cameras, but that is actually a benefit in my opinion. It forces you to slow down and think. A great, flexible mount that allows lots of options for lenses if you're on a tight budget or you just want to experiment and test new things. It has great light sensitivity and generally clean files. The ISO performance is really good. I love the overall amazing build quality and better ergonomics than some of the other Fuji cameras. The cost of the camera is fairly low compared to 1, when it came out, and 2, some of the newer cameras out there today. We'll talk more about this later. And it's just a sexy looking camera. That matters to me. On the other hand, I dislike the lack of a diopter and I dislike having the need to hunt down the correction lenses. It's a hassle. Weather sealing is definitely something that matters to me as well, and this camera just lacks weather sealing. And maybe it's just me, but the lack of a built-in ND filter is another negative in my opinion. But I understand that this is a feature that most people don't care about. Maybe I'm just being spoiled by my X100V. And last but not least, the camera is very popular and affordable, which is a pro, but that makes it a lot harder to find, which is a con. It took me almost 3 months to be able to find one at a reasonable price, so keep that in mind. Like I mentioned before, I started my photography journey with the X100T, and I didn't really have to worry about changing lenses. And I was a bit concerned that getting a camera with interchangeable lens mount would make me want to buy a bunch of lenses and lose sight of what's important. From the high-end range, like all the Fuji X-bound lenses, which are really high quality, small and light, but also third-party lenses like the famous Viltrox lenses, which seems to be really good quality at a decent price, and the low-end range but still quite popular options like the 7 Artisans lenses and the Per Gear lenses as well, or the vintage route, which is simply just adapting affordable Minolta glass as well. But that never happened. I'm happy to try multiple lenses, but I'm also very happy to commit to a single lens for the entire day. If I want to shoot 23mm, I will choose that for the entire day. If I want to shoot black and white, I will shoot black and white for the entire day. And if I want to try another lens, I would choose that for the entire day as well. It's faster to adapt and react to your environment and to what's going on around you if you're hand-holding the camera the entire time, or just wearing the camera with a camera strap versus having the camera tucked inside a camera bag. And I'm not so worried about missing moments or getting noticed, which really allows me to concentrate and to immerse myself in the craft. However, it's not all perfect. Today it's snowing, quite a bit actually, so I can't handhold a camera that does not have weather sealing for multiple hours or carry it outside without a camera bag, so just food for thought. Leaving your home with just one camera and one lens, it's a liberating experience and I highly recommend it to everybody out there. As always, I'm curious to know what do you think. Do you have a camera bag with multiple lenses, or do you shoot with a minimal camera like the X100 series, or you have a camera like this but you only use one lens at a time? Share your thoughts in a comment down below. But that is it for today's video. If you found this video helpful or valuable, please like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and join my free newsletter as well. Thank you very much for watching, for giving me your time and your energy, and good luck with your creative process.